This is Frankie Abbruzzino with the Scoop News. Okay, there was some questions in my Venice, Florida group. I don't know, there's 8,000 or 9,000 people in there, and they were talking about the hospital and how the state denied a Venice one and a Northport one, but it's a little misleading. There was concern, oh gosh, what happened here? Basically what happened, and it wasn't the Venice, it was a Venice location, it wasn't the Venice Bayfront. Basically what happened is Sarasota Memorial put forth an application. That application is being litigated right now because Venice doesn't want Sarasota there, and there's a big fight, and they're litigating it out. The state's trying to decide if both new hospitals are needed in those locations. There should be a decision soon. It's expected in early 2018. Now, the assumption is it's going to move forward, so Sarasota Memorial's hired someone to build theirs. Their location is going to be over on Laurel Road, basically right around Pinebrook and Laurel where they meet. The Venice one location's going to be right around the roundabout. A lot of people, even myself was thrown back a little bit. I thought it was in one area. It's actually a little bit further if you head west or east on Venice Avenue. After the roundabout, it's about 2 blocks down. They say it's going to be 1,000 yards away from any near house, but I know a lot of people are upset about it, as you may have seen. I'll put a link to the article, which I put out earlier. The biggest issue is the height. You can read it all in the article, but the other issue is River Road. It's a 2-lane, or Venice Avenue, right in that area, is a 2-lane highway. And they're going to be putting in the hospital, which is going to be increased traffic. They have Jeff Boone representing them, which we all know how that goes. And Boone, basically what a lot of these developers do is they do a traffic study, but they do it during the off season. And they're saying that basically the hospital will not increase traffic. But what they're not looking at is the fact that there's a car dealership going right there at the corner of the roundabout. There's a, I believe, some type of retirement home. I can't remember what I put in the document. I believe it was a retirement home right there. They're building, 300 more new houses right there. So the traffic's going to pick up significantly. And what the commissioners will do is they'll go in, they'll look at this traffic study. Boone will make sure that they just focus on the hospital and this off-season traffic study. Generally, that's what they are. And will not see an increase. They won't. I don't think they'll have the perspective of looking at the totality of all the development going on there. But basically, this is no real news for the Venice area. They denied the Sarasota Memorial application because it was their second one. They said you can't really put forth a second one when we're still looking at your first one. Now, the Northport's a little different. It's a little strange, too. They did deny it. They said until they see what happens with the Venice-Sarasota one, they're not sure there is a need in Northport for the hospital. Northport feels there is a need. And I got to tell you, there probably is a need if you look at the West Villages that's going up and all the new construction. Basically, the Braves are moving there. The West Villages is going up there. There's going to be a need. So I'm not sure what this state board is looking at. They said they were looking at the raw data from Northport. I'm not sure who's putting together the data, because if you look at when a hospital gets built, it's going to be a couple years down the road, like this Venice one. I think they're looking at 2020 before they open their doors. It's going to be a while down the road. So are they forecasting, right? Because I can't imagine with the addition of West Villages and all the new homes and the Braves and all that stuff that there is not going to be a need in Northport. So I would question whoever's getting those raw numbers together to see what's going on. Okay, this has been Frankie Abbruzzino with the Scoop News.